Hey, I'm Lisa Kershaw from Drawn by Light Photography. You can find me at www.drawnbylightphotography.co.uk and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. So, isn't this nice? The ability to be able to plan your wedding from the comfort of your own home. I know these are strange times, but there are some advantages. Thank you to Grant and Alan and everybody at Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for giving us all the opportunity to still connect and do some wedding planning. I'm really missing getting out there in the lovely sunshine now, especially. We've just been hitting prime wedding fair season, so it's very hard for me as a photographer to not be out there seeing all my lovely couples and photographing weddings. So the opportunity to connect with you all is brilliant. So it's not as it would normally be, but you can see the comfort of my dining room has become a little paperback wedding fair stand today. I've got my husband Rich as my cameraman. Say hi, Rich.
Hello.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions as we go along, hopefully Rich will be able to see those and we'll be able to answer those as we go along. So please feel free to interact as we go and we'll help you in any way we can at the moment. So you could be tuned in and you've got your wedding planned, but you've had to postpone it, and if that's the case, I'm really sorry. We've been helping lots of couples who are in that situation with us to find new dates and helping as much as we can with wedding planning and making everything feel as easy as possible while we're in lockdown. So if you are looking for a 2021 date, my advice is to get in touch and to reserve that date in your diary, because what we're finding is 2021 diary is going to be incredibly busy. The weddings that we would have been photographing this summer, we're now going to be photographing next summer, it certainly seems like. So if you have a date, if you've got a venue booked but you've not yet booked a photographer, now is the time to start chatting about dates, see if we're available, and let's get that date reserved for you. And if you've not yet got your venue booked, then I'm really happy to still have a chat with you and we can talk about planning some photography for your day. Photographers can be a really good source of information if you've not yet booked your venue, because quite often you can look at some of our pictures and go, oh, I really love that place, where's that? So we can help you with some of that as well. So I know it's almost lunchtime, and I know some of you might be out doing your 2.6 challenge today, so thanks for fitting me in. So what we do is mostly full day packages, but we do offer half day packages. I'm the photographer that you would get with your wedding package, and it's me that you spend time with. If you would like half a day's photography, then I can do a half day package, but that's usually for midweeks, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if you would like a midweek package on another day, then get in touch and we can always chat about it. So I offer 3 full day packages, and they're based on the things that I get asked for the most often. If there's something that you would like that's different to that, I am really happy to tailor something that suits you and your day. Let's talk about packages in a second. You can see I've got some albums out. I'm going to show you some of those albums, some of those that are included in the package, and some of those that you can upgrade, different covers. There's so much that you can do with your wedding packages. So, the dog's coming to join us. Okay, your wedding day, what happens on your wedding day? Usually, if you want to chat about photography, then I come and meet you and we chat about your wedding photography. Now, obviously, we can't meet face to face for a nice cuppa, although I have brought one with me, so we can do it virtually. And we chat about your plans for your wedding day. Now, at the moment, we can do that over Skype, so we can start that conversation going and talk about your plans for your day. And you can get a feel for whether you think we'd be a good fit then on your wedding day. And usually then we'd meet around about 6 weeks before you get married and plan absolutely everything. When it comes to your wedding day, I want you to feel like I've really got you. You know, the last thing I want for you on your wedding day is that you're feeling like you've got to think about who needs to be in the photograph and where are they and rounding people up. That's the last thing that you want to be doing. We talk about absolutely everything and we plan it so that by the time we get to your wedding, all you've got to do is turn up and look beautiful and have a really lovely time with your guests. So we're going to talk about all your timings for the day, really important milestones such as your ceremony, your cake cut, your speeches, what time are you sitting down for your meal, what sort of look and feel do you want to your photographs, and importantly, how much time do you want to spend with me doing formal, and what's the balance of informal. Nobody comes to me and goes, oh, I really love having my photograph taken, including me. Everybody's always a little bit nervous, and it always seems like such a strange thing to do, to stand and have your photograph taken on your wedding day. But we spend so much time together up front, meaning that by the time we get to it, you feel so relaxed on your wedding day that it just seems like a normal thing to do. And it's my hope that you feel like you've got an extra friend at your wedding on your wedding day by the time we spend that time together. So we talk about all your important timings for your day, and we also talk about who are your important people for the day. So we're going to talk about your friends and family and your close relatives to make sure that we understand who are the people to be photographing most on the wedding day. And that I'm not just taking lots of pictures of a distant relative that you don't see very often, but she's got a nice hat. So all those kind of things, I want to know who's your best man and why is he your best man, so that I get a really good feel. Something that I pride myself on your wedding day is being able to use people's names so that they feel more relaxed very quickly when they're in your wedding photographs. So that's kind of the run of the wedding day. I'm going to turn up to come and do bridal prep if that's what you want. And I'm going to be with you about an hour and a half to 2 hours before your wedding. So we're going to spend some time together, about an hour and a half to 2 hours before. And then I'm going to be there during your ceremony, all through your formal pictures and that we've decided we want to take together. And I'm going to be herding those people to make sure that they're on the right place at the right time. Usually what I do is start with the most people first before they disappear for a drink, and then start to peel that back until it's just your bridal party and the two of you. And then what we do is, hopefully if you're still in the mood, what I've become quite well known for, and my favourite part of the day is twilight photographs. So if you have a look at my website, on my Facebook page, you're going to see quite a lot of twilight photographs. A bit like this kind of thing that you see behind me here. In comes Rich for a close-up. Maybe that's very close to Bill's. You get that? So this kind of thing. So once the sun starts to go down and it gets a little bit darker, twilight pictures can be absolutely amazing. So if you're still in the mood, we decide beforehand, but you see anything on the day, and then we would take some of those as well. I'm going to do your first dance, your cake cut. I'm going to do a few laps of your dance floor until it all starts to go a little bit downhill, and then that's my cue to go. So we have a discussion about what percentage of the day we spend doing formal photos and what's reportage. Typically, a day looks about 80-20, I would say. So 80% nice and natural, catch it as it happens, but then everybody wants a few pictures that they can put in a frame, a few pictures of key family members, and most people want a little bit of wow that they can put either on the wall or in their albums. So let's talk about albums. The albums that I use are absolutely amazing. They're the best albums that I've been able to find. They're hand-stitched in Italy. So this is the album that comes in your package. It's a 30-page Italian hand-stitched wedding album. And the reason that it's so amazing is the way in which they are bound. So when you get married, your wedding album should be a family heirloom. It should last an entire lifetime and you should be able to hand it down. And these absolutely will. They are made of amazing stuff. So it's lay flat, like that. And this is a really lovely size for a coffee table book. But I love these albums because they are so customizable. So we're going to tell the story of your day in your wedding album. So some bridal prep images in here. Am I going too fast? And some of the boys with their bridal prep and their groom prep, just chilling before the service. And then some gorgeous pictures of the bride arriving, and some really lovely, nice, natural moments during the ceremony. So I'm going to make sure that I talk to your venue or your church so I understand what's allowed photographically, but ultimately I'm doing my very best to get you amazing pictures on your wedding day. And then some fabulous confetti shots if we're doing confetti. That's not allowed everywhere these days, so we always check that out beforehand as well. And then these are the kind of formal pictures that I'm talking of. So it's really nice to have a picture of absolutely everybody that's arrived at your wedding, and then perhaps a few key family members and some of your bridal party. We're going to get through these as quickly and efficiently as we can, which is why we plan, because you don't want to be stood around all day with your face aching. And I really want to save enough time for these, which is your couple shots, so the time that you get to spend together like this. So these are really lovely. And then your cake cut and a little bit of crazy dance floor action to tell the story of your day. You can do amazing things with your albums and the covers. So things like this, where you get a really nice box with an acrylic cover on the front of it, which I love. It's got a little USB stick in there, and you can pull out your album, which has also got a nice acrylic cover on it. And again, tell the story of your day. So this is a square album, same kind of thing, telling the story of your day, a bit confetti. I'll always work with you on the album, so you choose the images for your album. I lay it out for you and send you proofs out to you, and you okay that before we send it off to print. So it really is a nice collaborative thing that we do. And then something beautiful with nice big wow shots that we've done. So these are the twilight lit shots again. Okay, in there. So for your wedding photography, I have 3 packages. I have a digital package, I have an album package, and I have an everything but kitchen sink package with things like digital slideshows in. You can also order these, which I love. These are parent albums. So these come as an exact copy of your album, and they come in pairs in this size. So they're great gifts for your parents. I would say 3 things when you are looking to book your wedding photographer. Can you see yourself in my pictures? Have a really good look at my website, have a look at my socials, and see can you see yourself in my pictures. We've got a question, Richard.
We have, yes. We've got a question from Sue Barker, and the question is, do you do black and white photos too, maybe mixed with colour ones?
Yeah, good question, Sue. I do. So when you start my first package, you get 1 set of photographs, and I do colour photographs, but I have the ability to turn them into black and white. And when I see some photos, I know they're going to be black and white, but I take them all in colour just so we've got the option. But I'll always turn a few black and white. When you get to my top package, you get a full set of both. So if you're in the top, everything but the kitchen sink package, you get a full set of colour pictures from your day digitally, and you also get a full set of black and white. And you can choose which way you want to go in your album with those as we lay them out. So can you see yourself in my photos? Am I in your price range? And do you think you could spend some time with me on your wedding day? I am on Facebook, I'm Drawn by Light Photography. On Instagram, I'm Drawn by Light Photo. If you'd like to reserve your date, I ask for £150 booking fee, and there is nothing else due then until 4 weeks before you get married. So it gives you plenty of time to save up. If you would like to reserve your date before the 10th of May, I'm offering a free pair of parent albums with any album package that's booked. So if you get your album, I will gift you a pair of parent albums which are worth £300, and that's for anybody reserving their date and paying their booking fee of £150 before the 10th of May, which is a fab offer. So get in touch. You can email me at lisa@drawnbylightphotography.co.uk. If you'd love to have a little cuppa and a little Skype consultation, then I would be really happy to chat to you. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a real pleasure, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.